Alright, I wasn't going to stream or do anything like that today, but I did kind of want to go over my BBMO 1 strat because I don't think anyone has a more efficient strategy than this, so we'll just review it real time. We're not doing this live. This is just a replay of my one shot on this, and I'll talk about what's going on.
Honor your orders! Move out! I'll take them out
So we start off just, doing the typical deploying a puller because there's a hole, and obviously we should use the hole, right? As one does. The Siege and Bagpipe, that was the absolute most optimal Vanguard pick. It's part of the Flag Siege combo. It's commonly used by all the most meta players. And Ina's at the bottom. That's, because we have actually no idea what's spawning down there. And, we figured it looks like Lancers or something, so why not put someone with Bind, right? Aya, as you do, in alter form on skill 3, so that you can heal any completely unknown mistakes as you go into this with absolutely no knowledge whatsoever of what's gonna appear. So because these are structured in a similar way as Annihilations, you gotta keep a Vanguard on the board, and I start realizing that maybe I could have picked a better spot for Siege with that in mind, because she's the only one that I have in this squad that's going to consistently create DP, and I start questioning my life's decisions at this moment. But luckily I have Ascalon, and she is, if you have her for this event, they literally have at least one tile on every map that seems like it was put there just for Ascalon to shine. I don't know if that's the right tile, but it certainly seems like it.
A warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
Place an Ella for anti-air, and also because she has decent DPS, and I can't use mines there at all, but that's fine, her mines are glowing.
My weapon chooses its worthy unit.
And the Lancers, of course, that we were expecting, just based on how they laid out the deployable tiles. Seemed kind of obvious they were going to do some shenanigans with that. But I will bring something up from there a little bit later that I was not expecting. I'll pause the music there.
Get lost.
I don't actually have a whole bunch of music queued up for this. I can put on Harder Than a Cockroach. We don't have W in this squad though. It's a bit inappropriate, but it's all good. Then we get these guys spawning down there. I was like, okay, the guys that they kind of want you to kill with the chains. I had not really optimized that for up here, but whatever. Degenbacher and Golden Glow can handle it, but mostly Degenbacher. Let's be real. Golden Glow hit the Burden Beast there in the corner, even though I think I probably have the healing to just heal through the damage. So at this point so far, maybe except with my positioning of Siege, everything is kind of going the way I would have, you know, thought would make sense.
A warrior must be ready to face death.
And then we get these little balloon bastards. And I would have thought that if they were going to spawn from anywhere, it would be the top and not down here. And they keep shooting at Ella. And yeah, that,
A warrior must be ready to face
well,
death.
just remember that. So we get the little turret spawns. You know, Golden Glow can hit them if there aren't so many enemies on the map. But, you know, maybe Siege just absorbs them. And see, these little bastards, they target Ella. And that was not something I was planning on at all. And then Ella dies. And suddenly, I start having my first minor little panic here that, you know, maybe I had just fucked up. So I deploy Enos to cover the error of my ways, because I have no healing in the bottom, unless I'm paying enough attention to get Aya's skill or the Seaborn into action. And then as soon as I get Ella, Enos is gone. I put her back to her old spot. Well, eventually. I get around to it.
Emotion is meaningless here. That will slow them down.
And then the top is just me managing Degenbacher's skill so that I don't leak. Whenever Golden Glow's skill comes up, activating it to do as much damage as possible, because again, I literally have no idea what's coming at any point. Like, this was all just improv, just hot improv. I get Jessica out there because I'm actually worried that Degenbacher might get killed. Probably not necessary, to be honest. I think, all things considered, if I didn't have Jessica there, probably would be fine. But we'll see if I maintain that attitude. Oh, and by the way, Ella got killed again. So like I said, there's like some moments where I get distracted up north, and as soon as I look up there, fucking Ella's dead. And I'm like, like, why? And then I have to fucking panic deploy Enos again, and then go back to managing the healers. planning level 0, improvisation levels 100. I could have probably activated Gladia's skill here. To be honest, I don't even think I ended up using Gladia. Like completely unnecessary. Those holes are kind of a trap. Like, you can use them, they're there for that, but they really weren't, they weren't there for, like, wraiths or anything like that. Actually, to be honest, I kind of get the impression they're just there for looks. Or maybe the intention was to pull the Lancers here. I mean, it would be funny to just use as many shifters as possible and have like 2 pullers here and then just like a whole bunch of pushers here and pullers here. I have no idea if that would work or even be viable. And then this guy shows up, and I've got like a vendetta. I'm pissed. I'm pissed at these little bastards who keep killing my Ella. And I use Jessica's shield to bait the fire, the elemental. That's actually, I would say, like a high IQ move, but now I don't have it this time around. I have to rely on Aya's S3. And there we go. The improvised run of BBMO1 using 9000 IQ strategy known as Don't Panic. Don't panic, and whatever operators you like at the time that are maxed out 6 stars. Anyways, we will cut off the music here and end the video, and then we'll see if I upload this or not.